Good morning, everyone. You are on the lifeboat. This is Captain Calhoun speaking. How is everyone this morning? Here, you know what? I need more light. How about that? That looks a little brighter. Makes you feel more awake. What is going on, everyone? Good morning. I'm alive. I live. Hopefully, you guys did all right without me yesterday. And for some of this morning, Jason P, good to see you. Sorry to hear about your nieces, Jason. Hopefully they have a successful and safe move, and hopefully they stay in touch. Right, that's always the trick: is staying in touch after one moves across country. Day B, Bless to Crochet, Easy Beeswax, Mittens, 1970, Mac 817. What's going on? I don't know how better I'm doing, but I'm doing well enough to come hang out for a little while. Miradira, Tommy Bird, Pajama Pixie, aka Hello Butterfly. Good morning. Millie the Dandelion, Sandy Wandy. What's going on, guys? Valerie 102, I hope this message finds you well. Good to see you. Dirty Mouse. I'm not going to try too hard this morning. I'm just going to kind of be mellow because I can't tell you how exhausted I have been. Yesterday, after getting back from the ER and having a prescription, I went down to Walgreens to fill it. And then when I got back after that excursion, took the bus down to Walgreens and back, I ate food and went to bed. I must have went to bed at like 3:30 p.m. or something like that. I woke up at like 8 p.m., like in the middle of my dad's live. And then I went back to bed at like, I don't know, I want to say 11 because I was pretty awake when I woke up. I was like, oh, I just slept for 3 hours. Great. So last night I slept for like another 5 or 6 hours. So I got a lot of sleep, but just have been exhausted. Been so exhausted. But I got some more antibiotics, and hopefully that should spell the end of my worry at least. Probably the end of the infection for at least a little while. If I don't get the teeth taken care of, then it will just keep coming back. So yeah, there's that. There's an emergency clinic I can go to. I'm probably going to end up doing. I don't know exactly what the plan is. I'm probably going to get a second opinion. I'm probably going to go to this other clinic, this like university dental clinic, but I need to figure it out this cycle. And by this cycle, I mean, I don't want to need to get antibiotics again. That's probably bad news. So, but it's going to be all right. We're going to make it through this. Matrix Rabbit, how are you this morning? I hope this message finds you well, buddy. Brazy girl, I saw Brazy in here. Good morning, all from beautiful Ontario. Yes, deep breaths. I had to take so many deep breaths yesterday. I was just getting out of control in my head. I tell you what, lots of journaling took place. Lots of journaling. I hope you're doing good today, Brazy. How long have I been growing my hair? Easy beeswax? Well, the stuff on the top of my head that's long, I want to say 3 or 4 years, maybe more like 5 years. I don't know. It's been a very long time. Maybe like 7 years. I don't know. Somewhere between 3 and 7 years. Somewhere between 4 and 7 years. That's how long I've been growing my hair. I initially had it all grown out, but as you can see, there's this undercut or the fade plus the undercut that's all growing back now. I went through a portion of time where I was really, really depressed and I didn't brush my hair for like, I want to say a whole month. And we could not get those knots out when I decided to care again. So that's how the undercut came about. That's why there's 2 different lengths. We decided to roll with it because we had to cut that hair out anyways. And we decided to do the fade undercut all the way around. And for a while, that was really cool. Also, it helped with the whole not burning my hair while I'm spinning fire thing. That was pretty cool. But I miss it all being long. So we're going to grow it all out. I've made the decision to grow this crap out for maybe a year now. That might be a year. I don't know. The last time I got a haircut was before I quit smoking crack with my barber. So it's been a year and how many months is that for? A year and 4 months tomorrow since I quit. So it's been at least that long since I cut this part of my hair. Love it. Good to see ya. Danielle McCoy, Body Illusion, Lisa Black, Shannon Smith. Hey guys. Missed ya. Tommy Bird, Vinny Logano. Captain, is it true that you are a recovering crack smoker? Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. It's funny that I read that as right after sharing that bit. That's interesting. I used to smoke with my barber. I used to go get faded up, and then we would go back to his apartment and get lit up. We would start cooking, so to speak. Which is scary in hindsight. I don't think I'm far enough removed from it to really feel comfortable. Like I can talk about drinking, I can talk about all the other stuff, but talking about cocaine and crack is still really difficult for me. And I'm not against it, but it's definitely like it's a different flavor of conversation for me than all the other stuff that we talk about because it's so close still, I guess. I don't know. Pretty sure you need a haircut minus the crack and burnt fingers. That's funny. Yeah, no, I could use one. My grandparents agree. They would very much like me to cut my hair. In fact, my grandmother bribes me all the time to cut my hair. Yeah, I'm telling you, Body Illusion, you're totally right. And you know how much longer before my widow's peak turns into real balding? So I'm gonna just grow it out while I still have that option. One day I won't have that option, and I'm gonna have to be a slick bald guy. But that's not today. Not on this day. You know, Davey, you're funny. Resin, did you end up checking out that band I recommended, that metal band the other day? Sometimes I forget that you're a metalhead too. You were totally around yesterday morning when I was talking about that Counterparts band. If you checked them out, what'd you think? Ben Bacon Bits. Did I see Ben in here? Somehow I skipped Ben this morning. What the heck? Has anyone seen Mr. Ray Ray? What's going on? I should give that dude a call. I've been so wrapped up in my own health, I forgot about Mr. Ray Ray, dude. Was he here yesterday? Has anyone seen Mr. Ray Ray? It's a little early for the man, so I get it, right? But I just realized that I haven't seen him in a couple days. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. He seems okay. You saw Mr. Ray Ray yesterday? Sweet. Today's 2 weeks sober for him. Okay, cool. All right. Sometimes the captain drops the ball too. I told myself I was going to, stay in contact with this guy. So I guess you can only do your best, right? I appreciate you guys sharing that with me. I'm a huge Lorna Shore fan, Vinny. I'm a sucker for unique vocalists, like Mitch Lucker. I don't know the name of the vocalist from Lorna Shore, but that dude can make some sounds. You know what I mean? No, I'm a big fan. Trying to attract more metalheads so I can talk about it more. Oh, Kristen, Melinda, what's going on? Kate76, hoping dental work's completed soon. Infection and antibiotics both have adverse effects. Be sure to eat yogurt with live bacteria daily. Wishing you well. Kate, that's at the top of my to-do list today is grocery shopping. I was just thinking about that. I had a conversation with the doctor. He was like, I'm probably just going to prescribe the same what am I trying to say, antibiotic that you were on. And I said, isn't that going to be less effective? He said, yeah, but, ideally I'd like to I'd like to put you on this, but, that puts you at risk for C. diff or something like that. And he explained how this other antibiotic would totally strip my gut bacteria and blah, blah, blah. And, I don't remember the name of the antibiotic that he had said he would rather put me on, but he did not put me on what he said he was going to put me on, which was the same thing that he had me on, because what I have is not what I had. So I wonder if he decided to put me on that more aggressive antibiotic anyways, because I was having that thought when I was looking at this and realizing it's not penicillin, it's amoxicillin clav something. But so I feel like I really need that pre and probiotic, and I just ran out of yogurt. I have a bunch of blueberries still, but I need I've got a bunch of oatmeal, but I like yogurt. Yogurt's really, really good for that gut health stuff. So to hopefully avoid, and my digestive stuff is not 100% to begin with. So definitely need to stay on top of that or I'm going to be suffering. I appreciate you bringing that up, Kate. And I'm receiving your well wishes. I tell you what, I feel good this morning. Just not 100, Just not 100. I'm really excited to do my budget for real today. I have most of it done. There's a couple things that haven't solidified yet. Like I have to actually spend some money on groceries to get a good idea of what's going on here. So I'm really excited to button that up. It's looking good so far. So far, it's looking good. We are in the black, so to speak. Yeah, Shannon Smith, I was looking at that. Man, I don't know what was going on the other day. I just was not feeling good. And I am drinking so much water, Body Illusion. Holy crap. I'm also crushing these electrolytes that Reese got me. I'm going to have to go get more here pretty soon. Mr. Kenneth, good to see ya. Matrix is in the hospital. Oh no. Let's get some ones up for Matrix. I'm so behind on the goings-ons. I'm sure that this has probably been in the chat and I just have missed it, Resin. I apologize. I hope your visit with your son goes well. And I hope that you recover swiftly, my guy. I've been keeping you in my heart, all my thoughts, man. Love it. Me too. Love it says the food prices are a big frustration button for me. Food is much cheaper here than it was in Salt Lake. Another cool thing, I'm really excited to move this setup into that room because I think there will be less of a voice echo. I don't know. Yeah, it's really acoustically irritating sitting here doing this. Well, it's one of the reasons I like to have the music on because it stops me from hearing my own voice surrounding me. I hate that so much. So, really excited to buy a 100-foot Ethernet cable or something like that, or a 50-foot Ethernet cable, and then duct taping it to the floor, moving my desk into the other room. That'll be really cool. I bet you my neighbors will appreciate that as well. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's exactly the same and I'm just shifting it to the other neighbors. I don't know. We just have to try it. I think it'll be better for my mental. I think it'll sound better to me, and I think that's going to be enough for it to matter. Late today. I would like to make it down there. Unfortunately, since Mama Scoville crashed the Porsche I do not have access to the Prius because she's using it. So I'm gonna have to get my cousin to drive me down there, and I think that he will. He said he would. He said he would. Lord Kiss Freak, there he is. What's going on, my lord? I tell you what, Tommy Bird, I imagine it. It's only getting worse. I keep feeling like I'm gonna end up seeing like signs of societal collapse, but we keep making it somehow. It's probably due to good people like you, Tommy Bird, just doing their absolute best to keep their families fed. You know what I mean? It's probably not because things are easy. It's because there's good people out there doing their best. I wonder though, how much can we take? How much deeper can we go? You know what I mean? I'm a youngster. I wasn't alive for the Great Depression, but I'm pretty sure we're not there, right? We're not even close to that. What is going to happen? I don't know. Very curious though. Very, very curious. I mean, yeah, we're definitely not headed in a good direction, you know? But community is going to become more and more and more and more important. You know, community is important. It never was not important, but the communities supporting each other is gonna get us through these hard times. I think I need to get out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm only like 15 minutes in, and I'm having a really hard time. Oh my gosh. They really just can't decide, Lord Kiss Freak. Update. I got an email from the job yesterday. They spoke to all my references, and I should hear back from them by tomorrow. Well, sweet deal, Lord Kiss Freak. Sweet, sweet deal. I'm pulling for you. I feel like you got it, but what the heck? Why won't they just tell you you got the job? That's what we want to hear. You know, tell the people what they want to hear. Mystery company, you know? Ask the boat for some wands for body illusions, son. Yes, 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 yes. Testing on the pancreatitis. Ones for your boy. I'm sorry my health isn't great, guys. I know that's like not really in my control. Like it's my fault, but like not something that I can really help. So like I get it, but I want to be here. I want to spend a bunch of time doing this. And I'm just not going to be able to like do what I usually do, I think, for a little while. At least until I get my mouth in order. Um, I haven't even been able to do exercise the way that I want to. I've been like way cutting back on my regimen because I just don't have the energy to put into the exercise. I don't have the energy to put into recovering from a workout. I need like I'm using all of my body's using all its energy to like heal my mouth. So um yeah, I need to go for blood work as well. Thanks for reminding me. The ER gave me this follow-up paperwork, and they want me to go find a general, like a general practice, like a doctor I can go to, like a family doctor. So maybe I'll end up doing that today as well, or at least schedule the appointment with them. They said, it says here, as soon as possible. The lady said that I could get an appointment scheduled like pretty darn quickly through this place, which is not normal. So, ED, go to return to ED in 2 days. What is that? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'll probably hit up TMC1 today. try to get an appointment as soon as possible, and I can have that guy do my blood work, Body Illusion. Or pardon me, Brazy Girl, I think is who said that. That's right. Yeah, I've been craving some like sick food, like soup or like chili. I have a bunch of saltines, no soup. I'm gonna get a bunch of soup today as well. I feel like so tense in my jaw, guys. It's like so disconcerting. Ugh. But I'm doing everything I can, which is like that silences the ants immediately. Not immediately, but it's a very decisive blow to the ants. The ants cannot withstand the certainty that I'm doing everything that I can. We've got our antibiotics, we've got appointments coming up, and we're going to handle the tooth itself. You know, even if I use that $1,000 worth of, I don't know, it's so convoluted. So is my dental only good for $1,000 anywhere I go, or it's only good for $1,000 because the dentist I went to is out of network or something? Like, I probably need to spend some time learning about my insurance because I have no friggin' clue how it works. I'm just trusting people's word. You know what I mean? And that's not how I don't need to be operating that way. I need to figure it out. ED is emergency department. Thank you, A. Kenneth. It says return emergency department in 2 days. Why? As needed if symptoms worsen. Okay, so that makes me feel good. They recognize that the infection going up is a bad thing and they would like to stay on top of that. That makes me feel good. I was starting to think that emergency department was inept, but it's not true. I've been treated very, very well every time I've gone there. So I don't know why I have that in my head. Have a great day, Shannon Smith. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I'll try and be back this evening. I should be fine this evening, but I might call the audible again. I would like to do story time tonight. I went down so many memory lane rabbit holes yesterday trying to figure out what story I was going to tell, guys. So I still would like to do that. Susan Lynn, all caps note. Milk products increase infection. Interesting. I consume quite a bit of milk product. I probably would benefit from researching that a little bit, gaining a greater understanding. In fact, that's one of the cheats that I use to put weight on. Is I just drink a bunch of milk with all my stuff. Like I put milk in my shakes, my protein shakes. I use yogurt for probiotics. Milk products have. Interesting. Okay. Susan Lynn, I hear you. I'm not opposed at all. If I could take food in capsule form, I totally would. Someone told me that before I had major teeth issues, and I was like, that's silly. I love eating food. What? These days, I would much rather just download my nutrients. You know what I mean? As simple as possible. If I could skip eating all entirely, I totally would. Yogurt is helpful because you don't really have to chew it. And blueberries and yogurt don't really change that because you can kind of just mush them. Yeah, Matrix. When you start feeling better, we can. I'm super down to do that. And I mean, we can talk while you're in the hospital. I just feel like, yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe we can get together today, dude. There's nothing wrong with talking. I just worry about you. I worry about you. I don't want you to put too much energy into me because you need to reserve it for yourself, buddy. I know you. I feel the love so hard, Body Illusion, and it makes me want to show up and hang out that much more. You know what I mean? I just want to give you all of me, but I can't. I can't. definitely need to draw the line for myself. And I think I'm doing a good job of that. I think I'm doing a great job of that. But I miss you guys. It sucks that I'm not making progress. I'm not making forward progress. It's all of my everything's kind of revolving around my health currently, which is okay. That's what happens. And I did this to myself, like I saw this coming in the distance. The timing could not be more terrible, but it's okay. It's not going to be the end of the world. We'll make it. I appreciate you so much, Valerie. I hope you're doing well. Been thinking about you recently. 3 p.m. is your procedure. Well, I'm saying prayers, dude. Much love. I think I might have some of this in forget what vitamin company I used to use, but I think I still have some vitamins. I think I have pro something. I got something. Oh, that would be so sweet, Brazy. I appreciate you. It's all right. It's quite all right. Having to do it myself is a lesson and an experience, and it's good for me. Even though I probably can't get everything done by myself today, but that's all right. It's totally all right. It's an exercise. I'm getting all teared up a little bit too on the inside. I definitely need more water, and I'm definitely going to get some chicken soup. Don't you worry one bit, Susan. I'm on it. I'm super duper on it. Yeah, and I'm not losing ground either, right? Like, which is, it's often like I find it a good exercise to tell myself that because it's probably the rarest occurrence out of all possible outcomes for me to actually lose ground. Um, I feel like even when I fail, even when I'm my proverbial juggling act of life, even when I drop balls, I'm not necessarily losing ground, right? Because I'm learning stuff as I'm doing this, right? My mistakes are turning into lessons. It's very, very rare that I'm actually like losing ground, right? And if I am, it's a really big deal, right? I need to turn that around immediately if I am losing ground. But I think it's a good exercise to remind myself, like, yo, you're not losing ground, because it's a huge deal. It's okay, Deaudrey. I'll make it. I wish I didn't have to be the tough guy, but I'm pretty tough. Maybe I'll get Taji on it. Taji can reiki me up, Scotty. But, Brazy Girl. I don't know if there's any SpongeBob fans out there, but this reminds me of that episode where SpongeBob knits Squidward a sweater out of his eyelashes or something like that for some reason. And then he's like, "Oh, it's so itchy," and complains about it. And then SpongeBob says, "Well, would it be better if I made one out of tears?" And he like cries him a sweatshirt of tears. So cute, so cute. Yeah, totally. I'm super duper proud. I appreciate that, Body Illusion. Yeah, fire underwater, there's so many things wrong with that. I totally agree, Jason. It's so easy to forget everything wrong with that show. There's so many things wrong with that show. And like the fire underwater is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I don't know if I would let my kids watch SpongeBob. I would have to make a decision. Like, look, I either care about cartoons that are smutty or I don't. And I would consider that one a smutty cartoon for sure, for lack of a better word. I'm listening to music that lifts me up. I'm definitely trying to surround myself with positive stuff, things that make me laugh. I've been watching a lot of actual stand-up comedy, although I could probably do with like a good movie and some popcorn or something, or some chicken soup more like. The solo that's happening right now, so good. The solo at the end of More Than I Could Chew by Mastodon, my favorite band. Robin Miners, good to see you. Thanks for the hugs. Thank you so much for the hugs. They make a difference. If you like what we do here, please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications. It certainly makes a difference for us. The Admiral will be live this evening at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, as well as Blessed to Crochet, our very own Mary Jones, will be live, I believe, at 11:30 a.m. Pacific today. If Mary Jones is here, please speak up and let me know if I got that time right. That would be 1:30 Central Time. I believe that's when she's going live. And then also tomorrow on Conversations with Christy, I believe we're doing Men's Emotions. Ben Bacon Bits, myself, and Conversations with Christy tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, let's help Conversations with Christy get to 500 subs, y'all. Let's go show her some love. She is the bee's knees. Yeah. And I'm really excited for Men's Emotions tomorrow. I feel like what a time to be alive. I feel like the world goes through like waves and shifts, and I feel like the feminine energy is like coming into like the forefront. I feel like for a long time the male energy has been the dominant force, or the majority, or I don't know. It's felt very male dominated, and I feel like the female power is kind of taken that role now. I feel like everybody's kind of feeling it. Men are having long hair, girls are having short hair. There's a lot of weird, subtle shifts that are happening, and I think that it's a cool time to be alive, to watch, to witness, to be a part of. 2:30 Eastern, yeah, yes. So that would be 11:30 a.m. Pacific today. Blessed to Crochet. Catch her here and on her channel. Show her some love. She's the best. But yeah, maybe that's a topic we could go over. There's some fun topics I've wanted to talk about that aren't necessarily recovery based, but I think would go over well with us. Polyamory is something I want to discuss at some point. I wonder if I wrote that down today while I was journaling. There's a bunch of stories. I started thinking about all kinds of stories to tell. Virtue signaling. I pretty much wrote a whole script for a virtue signaling show and never used it. Way back when. There's a bunch of stuff I'd like to go over. So I think forgiveness, that is such a great topic. That's been on my heart and my mind a lot lately. I really can appreciate that. Blessed to Crochet. I tell you what. Yes, Vinny, I will totally give you some of my favorite metal band recommendations. Let me ask you first, though. Do you like? So there's so many different subgenres. Like, metal could be Twisted Sister, metal could be Dimmu Borgir. What? And anything in between. Like, is there a kind of metal that you're more attracted to, or should I just give you something from every vein that I can think of that I'm into, or just give you some of my favorites? 1, 2, 3. Right now, I'm really digging on Mastodon. They're probably at the top for me right now. New age death metal similar to Lorna. Okay. Mastodon's not going to do that for you, but let me think on it. By the time we shut it down, I'll have a list for you. All right. Or maybe that's how we'll close it out, is I'll go through my list. But um, super duper into metal, super duper into music. I spend a large amount of time and energy cultivating playlists and listening and doing, like, staring at the wall and listening. Like, I do a whole lot of music involved stuff. So I'll definitely share some of my. Lorna's up there though. Lorna's pretty friggin' sweet. I bet you I throw something at you that might surprise you though. Oh my. I do play guitar, Dennis. Have I showed you my guitar, Dennis? Check this out, dude. This is my Agile Interceptor. Is that what it's called? Agile something. Ooh, I haven't played a whole lot recently, I tell you what. But yeah. Yeah. All right. I don't want to overdo it. I feel like I'm overdoing it. So I'm going to skip tank time. I'm going to just shamelessly plug my dad and the ripples again, and I'm going to get out of here. Please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It certainly makes a difference for us on the back end. My father, the Admiral, will be live this evening at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Mary Jones, Blessed to Crochet, our very, very own, will be live here at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time today, as well as on her channel. Conversations with Christy will be doing Men's Emotions tomorrow, Friday at, gosh, I have this written down. What's wrong with me? I just said this 14 times. At 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, Conversations with Christy, Men's Emotions. Come check out Christy, myself, and Ben Bacon Bits. Ben Bacon Bits. We're going to have a great time talking about men's emotions. I think it's a very apt topic, very apt time for the topic. It's going to be great. So yeah, show her some love. She's trying to get those 500 subs, baby. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to focus on my health today. I'm going to try not to expend too much energy, but also get things done, but also try and be here for this evening. So we'll see how it all goes. Regardless, I'm going to go up to Chase today and try and get a bank account. I think that's like the number one thing. Get an appointment, get a bank account, and then I can keep moving forwards without expending a whole lot of energy. So yeah, that's the plan, y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right.